Yeah, so very tough training camp for all the guys. Sadly lost 1 or 2 along the way. Gained a fight actually last week. So it was 13 fights, then it was 10, and now we're at 11. This week now, training is over, more or less. The excitement is starting to build, the media is starting to ramp up. All the guys are looking forward to it. I can't wait. Yeah, so a couple of months ago, my relationship with Bellator solidified. It became very strong as being one of their developmental centres in Europe. So fighters from different Bellator fighters from around Europe come here for some extra training and sparring. They had some issues trying to score different TV deals, and that's was the delay on the European circuit really getting going. They got the best, I think, out of what they could have gotten. Sky Sports live. I mean, there was all the Bellator fans were complaining that they couldn't get to see it, you know, and there was different apps were blocked, geo-blocked in different areas. But now, every Bellator show live on Sky Sports, all the European cards obviously at times to suit us, the US cards, you got to set the alarm clock for 3 a.m. or whatever. But couldn't have been better for me as a gym owner to have all of my guys being able to fight in front of that many eyes. The Sky Sports pure machine, when that starts really warming to MMA and getting behind it and seeing the type of numbers that it generates, we're entering the golden era of MMA in Irish history, I believe. Yeah, so when all these Irish guys start getting signed, there was already a big uplift in the morale. Let's talk honest. Money. That's what was the big thing was the last 10 years. The reality is if you're fighting on the UK circuit, no matter what show it is, it's for a couple of €100, maybe 1,000 if you're headlining it. Do that 2 or 3 times a year. Who can do that full time? Nobody. So everybody fighting on that scene was professional by name, but really it was amateur because you're having to work as well. With the Bellator deal, people are getting what's sometimes called a living wage. You know, they're able to train full time all year round, really focus on the training to give the best fights. Add to that buzz that was already there when the Sky Sports deal was announced last week or the week before. I feel it on the mat. Everybody's up in the game. They're really seeing light at the end of the tunnel, that there is something there for all the hard work they've put in. 2019 marks a great year. 11 fights, 11 wins, 11 finishes. Yes, your first loss will do that. Your first loss makes you ask a lot of questions about yourself. Some people quit after feeling that. They don't want to feel it again. I think it's especially heavy on someone like James because he is a large profile, and for someone 21, 22 to deal with that amount of negativity that he did, it really sets you on a path. For him, it set him on the path that I would hope it would do, and that is that he's able to reject positive or negative comments online, focus on what matters, and that's my opinion, his teammates' opinion, and number one, his own opinion. I think it's made him a stronger man. I see the difference in him mentally. And I think when he wraps up his career in whatever number of years' time it is, he'll look back at that moment, that loss, that first round defeat, that had knocked him onto a certain path that led to him winning many, many world titles. Sure. I mean, the steps for dealing with your first loss is dealt with in the months and years before it happens. The conversations have to be there already. We can't have it so that just on the night, that's the first time you've even thought about it and it hits you like a train. You're ready for that, you know, it's almost an inevitability. If you keep fighting in professional MMA, there's going to be knockbacks. That's just the game that we're in. So you've got to be prepared for that before it happens. Know that it's not the end of the world. Know that on the next day the sun still rises. The people who are close to you, the people who love you, it's not like your mother's going to ring you and say, that's it, don't come home. And having nothing more to do with you, you lost. So you respect the opinions of those that matter to you. Of course, you've got to look at why you lost, change whatever has to be done physically and or mentally, and then you get back on the path, get back training, get ready. There's going to be another fight. Peter Queally is a machine, and he's turned himself. He's gone. I don't know how to describe it any other way than like he's gone to a dark place. He's gone really heavy on his training. All his spars were very tense. Anybody who was in the gym who was here when he was sparring, you could feel he was putting himself into that mindset of competition night where he wants to run through his opponent. He's done incredible work in the last couple of years, but where nobody was kind of seeing him. He was fighting in different areas of Russia and going to all these crazy places on short enough notice, fighting the local hero, getting into these wars. He's bringing it all back home now. Now it's his chance to fight in front of the Irish fans. I've guaranteed there's going to be a gang up from Waterford. He's a star down there. and I'm looking forward to that. That's definitely one of the fights that I'm waiting for in the night. Like I said, I believe it's the biggest Irish MMA fight in our history, our young history of mixed martial arts. Two guys who are in their prime, have good international professional competition experience, and now they're meeting. You know, the training's done, injury-free. That's going to be one to sit back and enjoy. Yeah, so the last few years we've been definitely on the road, and we've had big fights all over the place. Nothing beats the opportunity to fight in Dublin. Part of it because I'm lazy and I hate traveling. I like being in places, but I hate going to the airport. So to have it at home, the comfort of home, Saturday morning I'll wake up in my own bed and then just drive to the venue. All of those things is fantastic. But even bigger than that, the Irish fans. We're down to the last couple of hundred tickets. You're looking at plus 9,000 Irish fans, and there's no fans in the world, whether they're going to support Ireland playing hockey or football. Now it's going to be fighting on Saturday night. They are incredible. I'm sure it's going to be a packed arena from the first fight to the last one. And yeah, it's a real coming home moment. And you know, just the icing on the cake. I know we've already spoken about it, but the Sky Sports deal as well. Can't wait.